Hi guys, it's Sam here with Bargain.hunting.blonde, and today I'm bringing to you my favorites from August 2021. So I know this is a little late, but I've been very busy with work, so this got put off slightly. But without further ado, let's dive in. So number one, these are in no particular order, is my most used bag of August. And I think this one will surprise you because I don't think it made it into any pictures. It's just been my bag that I've been grabbing when I'm going out to run errands, which is literally the only time I still leave the house. So yeah, a little bit of a sad life. But without further ado, it is my Petite Chapeau Souple in the limited edition large monogram canvas. This came out in the summer of 2019, and I did buy this particular bag in the south of France on my honeymoon, which was really great. The Petite Chapeau Souple was really popular when I was on my honeymoon, so in the 2019 timeframe. I know it's not quite as popular now. I love it. My husband calls it the canteen bag, which it's very much a canteen bag, and I just love the vibes of that. And this is one of my, I think only three pieces that do have reverse monogram on them. I don't love reverse monogram on a lot of bags, but I really do like it on this bag, and then I love it with the large monogram as well, but just in the normal pattern, which you can kind of see on the sides. This bag did come with the pre-tanned Vaqueta, which I also really liked, and so it has not really changed colors. It just stayed this beautiful honey color. So I have been using it a lot, as you guys will see by all the masks and receipts in there, because like I said, all I use it for is running errands, because that's all I do. So there are receipts in there from like Whole Foods, Target, Trader Joe's, stuff like that. So that would be my bag that I picked for August. And then we have a little bit of a shakeup here for SLGs. So for the first time ever, I have been using my mini pochette in the monogram. I own all three mini pochettes and I never use them. So I decided that I was going to try to use them this month, and I'm glad I did, though I did use it in a limited capacity. So when I use my Birkin 30, I do use this to put all my keys in, like my car key and my house key are on separate, like little key fobs and all of that. So I would put them in here because I do not want them to scratch the interior of my Birkin. So that's worked out really great, and I've liked using it for that. I know people really swear by these little mini pochettes, but for me, besides that use, I have not really used this piece a lot. So I hope I continue using it. We'll see, but I'm very glad that I did use it in August. Next is something that I did not grab out of my purse that I'm currently using, but I should have. You'll have seen it in every video. I basically only wear one pair of sunglasses, and those are my Gucci sunglasses. So I will put up a picture of me wearing them. I wear them in like so many of my blog photos. I love those sunglasses, and I really need to pick up the tortoiseshell ones because like I need them, and if they ever discontinue them, I'm going to be very sad. So please don't discontinue those Gucci because I love them immensely. Next is a ready-to-wear or clothing item, and that would be my, and this is a weird one for August, but it was cold here, a Knee Bing sweatshirt. So these sweatshirts are definitely on the pricier side. I think they're $169 if they're not on sale or you don't get a discount on them. They do occasionally go on sale. Normally I find them on some sort of sale on Bloomingdale's, so that is where I would recommend buying them, and that's normally where I grab mine. I did just get this in a small, and it still has that kind of like nice oversized fit. And I wear this all the time because I am perpetually cold. So I will wear shorts and a sweatshirt like all the time. And these sweatshirts are a little thicker, so I do think they're worth the price. This is the very classic one. It says Bing at the top with the eagle and the American flag. So really like this sweatshirt. I have, since I purchased that one, purchased other Knee Bing sweatshirts. I just wear them all the time. You can also get them pre-loved. But sometimes they're almost the same price as buying it new, especially if you can find it new on sale. So I would say keep your eyes peeled to find one new with a discount code of some sort. Next is shoes, and these won't be any surprise if you've followed me on Instagram. They are some very, I'm not gonna call them, they're not actually vintage, but they are some pretty old, I'm not gonna touch the bottom because I've worn them a lot, Golden Goose sneakers. So I did buy these in spring 2018. I wore them throughout my honeymoon. I've worn them in Europe so many times. I wear them everywhere. I love them. I find them very comfortable. I did grab these in a 41 or in a size 11, which is nice because that means I can also buy the guys Golden Goose. They're kind of unisex and they're always so much cheaper, but these are actually a women's pair. They have the beautiful gold glitter and then silver on the back, so they're very, very neutral. And I have worn them a lot, but because Golden Goose has this really worn-in look, you cannot really tell. The only thing that really gives them away, which is getting a little bit of a bummer, is you can see on the heel right there, I have definitely started to wear that down. So that's the only bummer with these, but I love them. I would say if you like them, get them. They're worth it. You can really dress them up or down. Like you can easily wear them with like a skirt or a dress in a more casual setting, or like I wear them all the time with jeans. So highly recommend. Some of my favorite. I do have 2 pairs, but I try to limit how many pairs of Golden Goose I buy because I think it is a very dangerous slope to go down with how many Golden Goose you could have in your closet. And lastly, which is my book pick. So just a little shameless plug here. I do have a bookstagram or a book Instagram, which I will leave down below. It is Bargain.hunting.blonde, and I have started sharing the books I'm reading on there and just my reviews on books because a lot of you had expressed like, oh, some book recommendations and stuff like that, and we chatted in DMs and stuff, so I was like, why not? I don't like religiously post to it, but I do post on it. I love to chat about books, so if you ever have recommendations, leave them down below, DM me. Follow me on that bookstagram. Like, love books. I am at the time of filming this video, I think I've read 126 books this year. One of my colleagues joked, he was like, oh, does that include cases you've read as well? Or like treatise and stuff like that for work? And I was like, no, but I should include those. I have read a lot of cases this year. There has been a lot going on at work. But without further ado, I would recommend Malibu Rising, which I will put a picture up on the screen because I did get it from the library. That is by Taylor Jenkins Reid, who also wrote The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which I loved. That was a great book. I read that a couple years ago, right when it came out, and I find the author is really great. This book in general is just fiction. It follows a family and, you know, they all kind of live in the Malibu area, which is always fun to read about, as I did spend a lot of time in Malibu when I went to college and when I lived in LA for law school as well. I actually had a really good friend from high school and he went to Pepperdine, so I'd go visit him a lot. But I just think that the writer writes so eloquently, but it's not like difficult to read, if that makes sense. Like, I find that the story is really easy to follow, the characters are really well rounded, and this story jumps from the past to the present, which I love books that do that. And so I would highly recommend Malibu Rising, and if you haven't read The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, highly recommend. I also know she wrote another book, I want to say it's like Daisy Jones and the Six or something like that. It's about a band, which I have not read only because I don't like how it's written, like the style of the writing, but I might pick that up as well. I often see that at the library, which is where I get most of my books from, just because I read so much. I would have no space in my house. So those are my August 2021 favorites. Please let me know what your favorites were down below. Again, love to talk about any of this stuff, especially books. So you have recs, or if you've read one of these and you did or did not like them, please let me know. If you want to see more videos like this, please make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video, which is twice a week on Mondays and Thursdays. If you want to see my favorites in action, please make sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, my blog, all of which are linked down below. Thank you so much for tuning in today, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys!